Mr. Darty.
Mr. Anderson.
What a lovely day.
It is.
One of the things our Year 7s, 8s and 9s get to do as a part of their design portfolio is a scamper. Do you know what a scamper is?
I have no idea, sir.
Cool. We'll work it out.
Okay.
We'll work it out right now. On the board behind you there, I have the way we do a scamper, or at least the way you guys are going to do it in your assessment. Okay? And remember, when you're looking here, look at the camera, not at the screen.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I always look at the screen. Okay, so Scamper is an acronym. I hate acronyms, so I've written down every word. Substitute is the S, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, and reverse. Okay, so what we've done, and what everybody's done so far, is they've gone right through the whole process and they've come up with a design or an object that they're going to modify. Some people have already come up with a full design. Some people have come up with something that they've seen in the outside world, but it's not their design, it's someone else's. And a scamper is a way to take one of those designs and change it, or at least get your brain working so that it'll start to change it. So what I've done is I've just spent the last 2 hours modifying a design that I like, scampering, okay? And in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to ask you to throw your ideas onto the scamper board. Now, what would you like? What design would you like to modify?
I'm thinking
that. Okay, cool. That looks sensational. So let's see what I'm going to do first. So there's our substitute. That's our first thing we're going to do. And I'm sorry about all the stuff there, but this is the little timber maze that I like. Okay, and I'm going to scamper that little timber maze.
Yeah.
Okay, so first thing we're going to do is substitute. And I think the first thing I will do for substitute, this is just to give me ideas, is I'm going to substitute the material. I'm going to take the timber and turn it into acrylic. Okay, so there's my substitute. I've gone from a timber to an acrylic, and that's what I'm going to put up in that top corner there. Okay?
Got it.
So now, with your little, what will we call that? Pointer.
Pointer.
Because it's definitely not a weapon.
No.
Actually, I'm supposed to hit that so that we can see it properly. What are you going to substitute there?
I think it'd be very logical to substitute the plastic material to a metal material.
You think that's logical?
I think it is logical. It'd give it more
I think you're going to get us in trouble.
Rigidity and strength.
Okay. And it is just a pointer.
It is just
a pointer. Right, okay. Right her up.
So,
plastic to metal. Perfect. My turn. Okay, now with mine, next we're going to combine. Can you combine multiple elements into one? Let's see. That's what I'm starting with. Okay? And can I combine something? Now, if you look at that, it's really an indoor toy, isn't it?
yes.
It's the type of thing you play with when it's raining outside.
Exactly.
I think I can combine it with an outdoor toy.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
Looks like a frisbee with a maze on it, sir.
It's a frisbee with a maze on it.
Looks
Isn't
fantastic.
that sensational? So I've got, actually, I reckon that'd be a great idea.
Could you imagine if it solved itself while you threw it?
I think we're going a bit far with that.
Probably going
But
a
if it did, that would be great. Okay, so that's how I'm going to combine. I'm going to combine an outdoor toy with an indoor toy as a thought for my design. Cool. Your turn.
Well, so this is limited,
Okay.
and I can only point like that.
Right. Okay.
So I'm thinking, if we combined it with a laser pointer at the top, I can be teaching from the back of the class and just be pointing.
And you can do, hang on, let's see. How do I do this? Like that?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. So
So
embed.
do you think you're going to stop there, or are you going to turn it into a PowerPoint changer too?
Oh, that's a fantastic idea.
What a brilliant
So-
idea. So it's a pointer,
Add pointer.
okay, and it's a PowerPoint changer. So it's not just a pointer. Okay, are we ready to go? I just saw Mrs. Stern outside. Do you want to call her onto the...
Miss Stern, come inside.
Come inside, Miss Stern.
I'm not really good at these.
Come in. No, you can do the next one for Mr. Darty. Okay, are we ready? Here's my next one. There. Okay, so this is my combination. We're combining design ideas, Mrs. Stern. And I've combined an indoor toy with a frisbee, an outdoor toy. And that's my combination. Mr. Darty has taken his pointer, which he's got right there in his hand, and he's combined that with a PowerPoint and a what's it called? A laser pointer. Okay, so that's ours. The next thing we're going to do is adapt. So if I can ask for some help here, adapt. How can you adapt your concept to outside forces? Okay, so if we look at my design, that's the design that I want to modify to make something else. How do you think I could adapt that? She's not going to step on screen. You can tell there, Miss, if you step in a little bit closer so that we can hear you.
Everyone at home can see you.
Everyone at home can see you. No, she's not going to do it. Would you like to see what I've done?
I'd like to see an example.
An example. Okay, so I've said that this is a one-person toy. So my adaptation is turning it into a two-person toy. So now by putting the strings on it and putting one person on either side, well actually it could probably be a four-person toy if you really wanted to. And wouldn't that be a team-building exercise? So that's my thought. To adapt, I'm going to go from a single-person toy to a multi-person toy. Okay? Now, what are you going to do, Mr. Darty? How are you going to adapt that? Alright.
Adapting the pointer. I'm not too sure, Mr. Anderson, actually. This is a very tough one. We are quite limited. I'm thinking of many things I could do to adapt it, but none that I would do to adapt it.
Then, John, but this isn't about what you would do. This is about stuff to get ideas into your mind so that you can put those ideas together later on. Okay?
Not too
So
sure.
what would you do to adapt that?
I'd maybe adapt the handle.
Right.
To make it a little bit more ergonomic.
An ergonomic handle.
Yeah, because it's a bit uncomfortable to hold.
Right.
And I can't get a good grip of it.
So are you thinking you would turn that into a handle that is designed just for your hand?
Yes. Yeah, so I'd adapt it to mould the shape of my hand.
Okay, there we go.
You have a good holiday?
Mould to shape of hand. Now, I don't know if you've picked up, I don't know if you've noticed, but we're doing something here two totally different ways. The way I'm doing it is going online and getting lots of ideas from online and stealing them, which you're allowed to do. Stealing is good in design, absolutely. Mr. Darty is going straight into his head. And
just as good as the internet.
And using my head as well, because we talk about it a little bit, don't we? Okay, so next, let's go on to the next one, which is Modifier. Okay, so what are we going to do to modify my maze? What would you do to modify my maze?
Modifying your maze. Maybe change the shape?
Maybe change the shape, okay. For what reason?
I don't know, make it a little bit more interesting, maybe three-dimensional then, instead of two-dimensional.
Okay. The way I looked at it, I said to myself, that's a two-handed maze. Which would make it, after a while, fairly easy. How would you make it harder?
Make it a one-handed.
Make it a one-handed maze.
Make it half see-through.
Press the wrong button there.
Make it half see-through.
Oh,
look at that.
Nice, you could also use that to cook
Make it half
pancakes.
see-through and half solid colour. So then you can't see the ball going around in half of it.
Mr.
So
Wilshire in the background.
Yes.
Back of the camera with great ideas.
Yes. Just in case you didn't hear him, what he said was he would take this and instead of being he'd make half of it see-through. So that would be the modification that he would make to it. Okay. Me, I'm turning it into a one-handed maze to make it more difficult, more complex. Your turn. How are we going to modify that? Because we've just adapted it which was really a modification too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a modification, but it was an adaptation because we're changing something of
Yeah.
it. What I think of modification is changing something that already exists
Right.
on it, so extending it, making
Right.
it slightly different. So I'm quite short. I don't know if you've ever noticed.
I haven't picked up on
No, and I do sometimes
Nah.
struggle to touch the projector, which I can't reach at the moment. So, sorry, I just lost my mic.
Oh, get it back up. Oh, this is going to make some horrible noises.
Yes, it is. You're going to have to edit this out. So what I...
We won't edit it out.
Got
Got it
it
back?
No.
Just hang it over the top.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. See.
So what I'm going to do is make it a little bit longer so I can easily turn on and off.
Can I suggest something else? Another modification. You see how it goes in and out like that?
Yeah.
Okay, but really, if you push up, it just goes like that.
Oh, I'd want to lock
Maybe
it.
if you go there and go turn, and it locks in place. Now,
that's
wouldn't
very
that be a
good.
modification?
That's great. So a locking mechanism.
A locking mechanism and a little bit more length. Lock and length.
Lock
Very
and
good.
length.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Now back to mine. Okay. So next, to try and put it to another use. Okay. And I looked now basically at the design. Okay. Now the design brief says we're going to make a ball bearing mace. Okay. But this is a scamper. You don't have to live by the rules, do you?
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that.
Did you know that?
I always live by the rules.
No,
so-
don't have to live by the rules. So my thought was, I don't like playing mazes anyway, but I love fruit. So I've turned it into a fruit bowl.
Okay.
Totally and completely different use. You like that?
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. Where's the fruit?
I haven't got the fruit yet, I ate it all.
Oh.
But I've now got a fruit bowl.
Ah, good.
Okay? What are you going to do?
Put it to another use.
Yes, put it
Now.
to another use.
Back scratcher.
I've got
Back scratcher.
I was thinking about a back scratcher. I do
Yep.
struggle sometimes with an itchy back.
Okay.
So I could put a little bit on the end there so I can just scratch stuff. Or
Yeah.
a hook.
We've lost the mic again. I've definitely got to get that.
Yeah,
fixed. Yep. Okay.
Okay, or
You know,
I
if
could
you
put
really were buff, that wouldn't be happening.
I'm pretty sure it's just because I wear such loose shirts.
Right, is that it?
Or maybe a hook. So I could also hook it. So I say pointer, hook, pointer.
But it's another use.
Another use. Flashlight. The back of it.
A flashlight. A flashlight.
Flashlight.
That works for me.
Yes.
A flashlight.
Flashlight.
Ah. Thank you, sir.
That's all right. I've got a really good face. I've got a good face for radio.
I'm going to actually just put it like that. No, that's not going to work.
That's not going to work.
There.
Technical difficulty.
There we go. That's
All right.
working. Okay, now back to me. Eliminate. Okay, so eliminate to increase its effectiveness.
Yeah.
So eliminate something to increase its effectiveness, and I just ignored the increase its effectiveness. I said to myself, that's what I've got. It's a maze, it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle that you have to make.
Yeah.
And it's circular and it's got ball bearings. And I said, puzzle, I'm going to eliminate the ball bearings. And I got a kiwi. A kiwi puzzle. All I eliminated was the ball bearings.
Oh. That's smart.
That's good, isn't
I
it?
really like that idea.
Yeah,
Ball bearing bird.
yeah. Well, actually, maybe we could now add some ball bearings back in. And imagine if we put the maze and you could pull the thing apart.
Inside the puzzle, inside a puzzle.
Yeah,
It's like Inception.
like Inception. These are young kids, they probably haven't seen
They
Inception.
probably haven't.
No.
Oh, don't believe that one.
Okay. Okay, so I've just eliminated the ball bearings and I've come up with a kiwi maze.
Yeah.
Your turn.
What could I eliminate? Does it still have to? It has to serve a purpose.
Can
So
I
it's a
have a
pointer.
go?
Yeah, you can have a go. So what would you eliminate?
All that down there. And now I've got myself a very small cup. I eliminated the pointer
And now you have a cup.
and now I have a very small cup.
Well, if you did away with that part of the handle, you could make a juicer out of it.
I could make a juicer out of it.
I I like your cup idea. Or it could be a handle.
Put
Candlestick holder.
Put a twisted handle on in here and use it as a juicer, so your juice goes in here. Then.
And then you can sip it as a cup.
Oh, the cameraman. Cameraman knows what he's talking about. Yeah, I like that idea. So
Okay.
a juicer.
A juicer and a cup. At the
Juicer
same
cup.
time. A juicer cup.
So make it a juicer / cup.
Okay. Now back to the last one. What do we have there? We have reverse. Remember, which button do I press? I press that one. Reverse the direction of traditional process, which confused me a little bit, so I don't know if I followed that either. That's what we're starting with. What is the reverse to that?
I have zero idea, so what would be the reverse? Oh.
So just imagine, so that's actually a ball bearing. It's not a maze, it's a ball bearing.
Yes.
But just imagine I took that 1, 2, 3 pieces, so that instead of a heap of ball bearings around inside it, I had 1 or 2, and then I had holes. So that they drop from that row down to that row down to that row. And if I drop through the wrong hole, I have to come back through that hole to be able to get it. What do you think?
You've got to twist the
think
top
that's-
component to have it drop down in that one and move it in. Oh, okay.
It's a very interesting puzzle. Very good concept.
Good concept. I'm totally reversing what I was looking at. So that's my thought. How are you going to reverse?
Reverse for my sword pointer.
Yes.
Maybe make it a bat pointer.
A back pointer.
I don't know, sir.
Well,
It's a very weird one.
If you,
How would you reverse
if,
these?
I don't know, if I look at it like that, what have I got?
A claw.
Looks like a mace.
Well, I was thinking, oh, so you might become religious. When I was a Catholic
cleric.
altar boy, we used to carry a flame at the top of
Olympic, I'm
one
going
of
to say
those.
Olympic torch.
An Olympic torch. An Olympic torch.
I do like that idea.
An Olympic torch.
Olympic torch. Well, that's a bit. The Olympics have been postponed. They could even use this.
They could. They've probably made hundreds of them. Thousands of
That
them.
they've never used, which
But
we
they-
could reverse into a pointer.
Yes.
Brilliant idea.
Purchase them, put them away, they'll be worth a fortune in the future.
So a torch.
A torch. No, yeah, but a
Lantern.
lantern.
Ah. I think that's how you spell lantern.
I think that's how you spell lantern too.
Well, let's
okay,
go.
so you've come up with plastic to metal,
Yeah.
pointer to PowerPoint
Pointer
changer,
plus point, PowerPoint changer, mold to the shape of my hand, a lock and add length, a flashlight, juicer cup,
and
lantern.
a lantern. And I have come up with change from plastic, change to plastic, add a frisbee, make it several people, one-handed, a bowl, a kiwi, and a ball bearing mace.
Now,
and a
sir-
really cool ball bearing mace.
Now, sir, after we've done the scamper,
Yeah.
do we need to use this? Or is it
No, it's just to get our head going. I'm going to use mine. Okay, because I'm going to look at that, and I'm going to look at that.
So it's more about generating ideas,
Yeah, I
making
think
you
so.
think outside the
I
box.
think that's exactly what a scamper is all
Oh, I
about.
see
But
what
yes,
it is then.
I'm going to. Actually, I like that too. I like the thought of taking that, making it so that you put 2 or 3 pieces together. But I like the one-handed bit too. So that's sort of where I'm going to be heading, I think.
You know, sir, if you made that out of iron as well,
Well,
you could
that's
use
the
it
thing.
to
Out
cook
of this one,
waffles.
you can use it to cook waffles.
Look
Absolutely.
at that. That's getting this piece
But-
here, and we're adjusting
Hang
it
on, I'm
already.
just looking
So
at
that
this.
one
We
fits
have
inside.
53 seconds to go.
That one fits inside that one there. That one there fits inside that one. You can see the channel. So that one lifts up, puts inside there, so it becomes a double part.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, we've got about 30 seconds to go. I just want everyone to know that if you use the right program, that and that can be done here at school. If you use another program, that and that can be done here at school with either our CNC router or our 3D printer. Okay, so all of these, or any modification you want to make of them, can be done here at school, and you just have to send us the code. And with that, Mr. Darty, thank you very much for your input.
Thank you.
Mr. Wilshaw, thank you very much for your input. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how to do a scamper.